Living Golf in Time with Rolex.
Perhaps the best person to speak about the subject lives just down the freeway from Alexa, the biggest former child star in the women's game, 24-year-old Michelle Wie. Back home on the beach with friend and manager Jamie, after picking up her big award in France, Michelle can finally reflect on a career come good.
You know, there's definitely always going to be ups and downs in my career. I feel like they're very exaggerated, but when I came to this year, I wanted to be really consistent, and I think I've been doing that so far.
As with many girls today, Michelle started early and soon found success. Like Tiger Woods a few years before her, the pressure was on. For a few years, we struggled juggling a teenage and tour life. Withdrawals from tournaments, time away from the game. Rumours circulated in the golf world, but maybe it was just growing pains.
You know, I think when I first started off, you kind of always think, oh, everything's going to be great. I'm going to have this projectile for the rest of my life. I'm never going to come back down. You kind of have unrealistic expectations of yourself when you're really young, and you always try to set timelines, and life doesn't happen like that. There's obstacles in the way, and stuff happens, and I learned that very quickly. I think that helped me to realize that you're going to have ups and downs, and you have to just roll with it. And in the end, it's just whether or not you're happy or not, and that's the most important thing.
Eventually, it all came good. With an improved short game to match her prodigious length, we began mixing it with the best again. Earlier this year, she won her first major, the US Women's Open at Pinehurst. A fairy tale for all up-and-coming girls out there.
I think the only advice would be just do what makes you happy. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. It doesn't matter what others want you to do. It doesn't matter how many tournaments you win. You still got to enjoy every single one of them. You got to enjoy the downs as well, too. Try your hardest and go with the flow of things. I have no idea. I don't think that far in advance. Until next month on Living Golf. See ya.
Living Golf in Time with Rolex.
Nearly 5,000 miles away from Evian in Florida, 10-year-old Alexa Pano is a girl on a mission.
My goal is to be an LPGA Tour player and win many tournaments such as the US Open, like Michelle Wie, and someday be good enough to be in the Hall of Fame.
Already a 5-time world champion and a winner of over 40 national and regional competitions, Pano finishes school every day at 11 to hit up to 1,000 balls on the range at Winston Trails Golf Course. Coached by Brian Simmons, under the watchful gaze of her father Rick, expectations are high.
Get wide for me. That's the way to strike a golf ball, that way.
Alexa, has probably had as much, if not more, success than anybody that's been under 10 years old ever. But the bottom line is that means zero. Each year, the competition level gets tougher. So what you see is no different than any other sport. You will see certain players that will work over and above and not be denied. And that's when you find out how good they are.
Concerns are obvious. How normal a childhood is Alexa experiencing?
One more knockdown, right here.
But both coach and father insist the drive, the determination, all comes from the player.
Every day, she can't wait to get here. Every day, she can't wait to work at her game. It's not her father doing it. It's not me doing it. It's all about her. And when I met her, she said, when I asked her goals, I want to be the best woman player ever.